Hello, everyone. You are listening to WIDR Kalamazoo, and this is The Pop Effect with your hosts, Paige,
Emma,
and Olivia. Hello, everybody.
hello.
Olivia is going to share our topics for this week.
Oh my God, you're so real. All right, so sometimes when we try to come up with topics, there's just so much, but there's not enough to back it up for like a 15-minute segment. Mm-hmm. So each of us have a fun little moment from the week that we really wanted to chat about. So that'll be a little 5-minute synopsis. Ooh, big word. Okay. Next, we have Outer Banks, and there will not be spoilers, but there is just so much to unpack. It's just, woo. Next is Selena Gomez. Everything. Literally.
I literally know everything front to back.
No, literally, like, the videos. Okay, anyway, lastly, Ariana Grande is out of hibernation. Die For You remix with The Weeknd. And there's actually a lot to talk about because
It's so good.
Not only is it just good, we'll get into it, but like her voice.
Her pronunciation is very different.
Yes.
You can tell that like doing her little like Broadway, even though it's a movie, you can tell that Broadway training.
Well, yep. But anywho, Emma's starting off with mini moments, so as you wish, madame.
Okay, so I will be talking about, not all of you might be interested in this, but those that know about it know that this is juicy. Kelsea Ballerini and Morgan Evans, the country couple that got divorced. So pretty much they were married for 5 years when they got married when Kelsea was 23 and Morgan was 32. They had a prenup, but like things went weird. So Kelsea would either have to pay spousal support for the rest of her life or do a split down the line, including the house that she was like obsessed with. And any former debt would be like handled separately. Anyway, so Morgan released a song. I'm pretty much just going to say like the main like points of it. Some lyrics says, I would have been all these things for you if you just told me this house ain't a home. How long has it been over for you? It pretty much is saying that like Kelsea blindsided him, saying like it's her fault. Like this came out of nowhere. If you had just told me you needed these things, I would have been this for you. But Kelsea came out with an entire EP that all of TikTok is like, not like all of TikTok, but there's like
that side of TikTok.
She's got like people who are like, I literally hate country music, and this is like so it's called Rolling Up the Welcome Mat. It has 6 songs. First one, Mountain with a View. She pretty much talked about how some key points were she viewed his life through Instagram. Like while he was on the road, he forgot his ring when he went on tour multiple times. And my favorite lyric is, I realize you love me much more at 23. It is pretty much one of the songs that's a response to Morgan's song. Mm-hmm. And then just says, like, he literally lost his wedding ring at one point because he didn't wear it. And then just married. One of the key lyrics is, but I wasn't made for fixing a plate or keeping our problems buried. I already did it.
Oh, okay.
I'm too mad to fight, so I stare and cry at the picture of you and me wearing white. Yeah, it was love, then it was just married. Pretty much saying, like, she was reminiscing, being like, I miss when we were actually in love and that this wasn't just, like, a partnership.
Oh.
So...
Okay. Wait, I'm confused by one thing. So, Morgan, he said, like, that Kelsea blindsided him. But, like,
pretty much, yeah.
But for what reason? Just getting a divorce?
Yes, like saying like this came out of nowhere, like you didn't. But she's like, honey, there's actually a clip. I don't know which song I don't remember which song it's on, but it says it's like it's an audio clip of what seems like a fight, and she's sobbing. She's like, babe, you've been in this relationship. You should know, like, pretty much, like, dude, you. I'll get to a song that'll pretty much explain it. Then we have Penthouse. We played the part 5 nights, but we were never there on the weekends. She pretty much said, we got along real nice, but when I left town, did you hate me? So it was very much like very kind of just, I don't know how to explain it. It was a very odd part of their like relationship. And then we got along real nice until I wanted out. Now I know you hate me. And then it hurts putting bleep in a box, and now we don't talk, and it stings rolling up the welcome mat knowing you got half. So he pretty much like, in the divorce, he was like, either give spousal support or give me the things that you love. Like the house. Like she wasn't allowed to keep the house. Even she like couldn't pay him for it.
So he was just like oblivious to how he was treating her the entire marriage.
Yes,
and
he
then
was
when
absent.
She was So then when she was like, I want a divorce, he was like, what?
Yeah. And then, so for interlude, the one lyric that I'm going to point out is "Good thing I'm good alone, because that's how I'll sign the papers." And she pretty much just said like Nashville / like the entire like country genre took his side.
Oh.
And then Blindsided, this is the main one. "Was there nothing ever wrong because you were always right? Baby, were you blindsided or were you just blind?"
Oh.
Now, and then another one. "Now you're saying that you're lost and that's lost on me. Years of sitting across from me in therapy." So he's like, I don't know how this happened, but they literally spent years in couples therapy.
So he's just an oblivious man.
Yes. And then she said, "We had to get drunk to ever really talk. I told you what I needed. You didn't have to read my mind. You didn't ever want to leave the house or didn't want a family." And then she mentions her 2019 CMA Homecoming Queen performance, which is like, "We had a huge fight the night before. I slept on the couch. Homegirl was the one that slept on the couch. They got ready. They put on a smile." And I think the lyric was singing about how it's okay to cry while I'm dying inside. And then we have "Leave Me Again," which I'll only point out, "I hope you're feeling happier than you've ever been, and I hope I never leave me again." So pretty much, I know that this was a lot. I just threw a lot at everyone and it might be a little confused.
Well, it's just lyrics that you're throwing.
It's just lyrics. What I want to say is this as a whole was a response, and it was kind of her defending herself, this whole EP, and it is amazing. Some of these lyrics, I know that they sound kind of like, because I'm just saying them, they don't really hit as hard, but when she's singing them, they are so good. She literally said, "You were absent. You were not paying attention. You just assumed things that were okay." And, like she was 23 when she married him. He was 32. She was young, but she didn't really I think she said, I was, okay, 1 second. She was young and she thought that she wanted it then, but then she just outgrew it.
Yeah.
And so he kind of villainized her. And so everyone on the internet and in the country genre was hating on her, being like, wow, she just blindsided him. She just wants him for the money, even though she's worth more than him. And after this EP, she's going to be,
I don't even know who
it's
he
only
is.
by it's only, I mean, they aren't huge.
I actually don't know who he is.
They aren't huge. It's only by I think $1 million, which is a lot. But when it comes to celebrities,
well, at least she's in a happy relationship with Chase Stokes now. Who
I know.
We'll be talking about later.
I know. I didn't want to bring that up until the Outer Banks part.
We're gonna get into that.
God.
So what Emma just talked about, we'll get into a little bit more details with her relationship with Chase.
Yes, but pretty much a lot of TikTok is on Kelsey's side, loving them. She's probably about to become the next Casey Musgraves.
Yeah. Valid.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Or me.
You can go ahead.
Okay. I just wanted to talk about Ariana DeBose's performance at the BAFTA Awards because it's everywhere on my Twitter and the gays are loving it. She's aware. She's at least the gays love it, right? That's what counts.
That's real.
Anyways, if you don't know what I'm talking about, please after this podcast go and look it up. She did this probably the only word I can describe it as is cringy. It's the lyrics are so bad. I don't know who wrote that.
Yeah.
But she was doing it in this theatrical way, and it was basically just a whole song about supporting the women in the audience, which that's a really good sentiment. That's why she chose to do it.
She had good motives,
but it was just so cringy, and everybody in the audience, whenever she would name one of the celebrities, they would have a blank face and be what is going on?
I know. They probably weren't told hey, there's gonna be a song and you're mentioned in it.
So everybody's talking about the Angela Bassett verse. The Angela Bassett did the thing. We don't know what thing it is. She just did it.
Well, I did the thing that's kind of
yeah, she just is her.
Yeah.
But my personal favorite lyric is Jamie Lee, you are all of us, because I don't understand what that means.
I have racked my brain around that for weeks. I can't. What does that mean?
I think it's she's a girl of the
Jamie
people.
Lee was just she was literally jamming, snapping along.
That'd be me too. If someone's Olivia Bologna, you are the queen. I'd be all right, hey,
what does Jamie Lee, you are all of us mean? You're every woman. Oh, Shaka Khan has a song called Every Woman. Maybe she's just saying you're every woman. That could be
That's
it.
I don't know.
A lot of the celebrities in the audience were asked about it, and Jamie Lee was honestly, screw anyone who's talking bad about it.
Yeah.
Like, I thought she was amazing. Angela Bassett won an award last night at the NAACP
I have no clue.
Image Awards, and she, in her acceptance speech, she said, "I guess Angela Bassett did the thing." So it's just like this full circle moment, and like it started off with me being like, "What is this?" to me being like obsessed with it and can't stop singing it. Like, it's so funny.
I think that the fact that Angela Bassett acknowledged it at her speech made it even better. I just love Angela Bassett and the fact that she was just like, you know what, I did the thing. And I'm like, I respect that. Like,
And then, like, I think one of the funniest parts, besides like the lyrics, was just her like running out of breath.
I know. Homegirl sound like she just ran a marathon.
Well, it's like hard work to do that, of course.
Oh, no. Yeah,
But
trust me, I get
she's
it.
also like trained in like being in theater. Like,
I
she's
know.
trained, so I'm like, girl, why are you
Like the
losing
breath,
so much
like the breath control. Also, like maybe you don't need to go as hard if you know that you're gonna sound out of breath.
Yeah, and like there were clips I saw on TikTok of her performing it beforehand, and people were like, "Oh, she meant to sound like that," because like of the ways that she was like singing, like when she was saying like Angela Bassett and like all that stuff, the way she was like singing that part, people were like, "Oh, she like meant to say it like that."
I know.
'Cause
Someone-
everyone thought it was weird.
A lot of people were saying like her publicist needs to be fired.
Yeah, because she deleted Twitter afterwards, and everyone was like, "Girl, this is your moment. Like, you can reclaim this. You can be like,
Yeah,
the gays love
I
you. You
know.
can come back and like make it into this whole meme, kind of like Leah Michelle when." Like, she has the whole, like, she can't read anymore. That's what she's doing, and people, like,
She's-
like it.
Yeah, I think the difference with her though is that everyone genuinely still is like, oh, she's a joke.
Yeah,
Leah
that's a
Michelle.
good point.
I feel like this lady. I feel like she could definitely like actually be more than just a joke. Like she could become iconic.
Well, I mean, she is, like, a very...
In, like, the meme sense is what I
was about
mean.
to say. She's, like, a very good actress.
no,
Like,
no, I know.
Won
I mean,
an
like,
Oscar. Like, she's, like, iconic.
like with the meme, I feel like she could become like iconic, not just be like, oh, she's a joke.
Yeah, no, it's definitely for the, at least she's already said this, for the gay community. They love it, and they made it into more than just a joke. So yeah,
I
that's all I
respect.
had to say.
I
I
love
just thought
it.
it was funny, and I know that wasn't like a 15-minute worthy conversation, but I would have spent 15 minutes talking about that. It's
I know.
so funny.
oh my God.
So go watch the video. Okay.
That is too
Yeah.
goof. Okay. Mean Girls. When I would say Mean Girls 4, there's not a third. Okay, so all of the iconic ladies from Mean Girls want to come back and do a reboot. And they've been talking about it for so
They're
long.
already making a new Mean Girls right now, though.
Sorry, there was like somebody plowing the air or something. I don't know.
in the air.
Olivia. It's like, we want to hear the Papa facts. We want to hear them. I don't know what they're doing, but I guess they want to hear about Mean Girls, which is valid. All of the iconic actresses want to come back, but the problem is that they're not getting paid enough, and they will not do it until they get the pay grade that they deserve.
Yeah.
Which is like, how are you because in retrospect, Mean Girls was probably one of the most iconic movies of the early 2000s.
It is the early 2000s movie. Like everyone knows it.
Most quotable, the fashion, like when you just know Mean Girls. Like, no, I've never heard somebody say a bad thing about Mean Girls.
Well, I've seen it too much that I can't watch it anymore.
What?
Oh, I cannot
I
agree.
literally have seen it like 30 times.
I'm not even gonna lie. The only time I can watch it is when I'm like with a group of people and we're like not actually watching it. Like, sorry, my lips just touched the thing, and I was like, "Oh, can they hear me?" I can like kind of watch it, but I can't sit there like on my own and be like, "Oh, I'm invested in this."
Oh, I love the movie. Like,
No, that's valid. It's just always before Drag Race, so I'm like, oh my god, I've seen that ending scene so many times.
Really?
Of them, yeah, it's literally always before Drag Race. That's like the one movie
That
that
is
They know
so
their
funny.
audience.
No, literally.
They are making a new
Anyways.
Mean Girls right now, though, based off of the Broadway musical with Renee Rapp and
oh, my
and
king,
Conrad.
my king,
Conrad.
Chris, my king.
he's playing Aaron, I think, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I am excited for that, but I just can't believe that they're not getting the pay grade that they deserve. I mean, it probably, honestly, in my opinion, is the most iconic movie of the early 2000s. Like, there's just so much to back it up. I mean, you have Tina Fey writing the script.
Yeah.
Like, really, you have Lindsay Lohan. Like, she was the it girl of the time.
Yeah.
Amy Poehler.
Literally, they all aged well. It was just a beautifully aged movie, but I just hope that they can actually get the money that they deserve, because if this reboot would be iconic and they would actually be able to portray it correctly, and I know that they would.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. Thank you very much.
Good job.
I'm gonna talk about because there is actually a Mean Girls 2, isn't there?
Yeah.
But it's,
Nope,
like,
nope,
so
nope,
bad.
nope.
With Tessa
No,
Brooks.
say it. I don't know
With
how to
Tessa
say
Brooks.
it. No, we're not. We are not talking about that movie. That movie is a disgrace.
I know it's so bad.
I don't know what to say.
Okay.
We're moving on.
We're gonna move on to Outer
I actually
Banks.
really like that
Wait.
movie.
Oh,
You like Mean Girls too?
Okay, here's the thing.
so-
I
No.
Okay,
Okay.
I like it in like
no,
a silly
no,
way.
shut up. No. Go
you're
ahead.
listening to 89.1 Wider FM online at widrfm.org. I didn't realize that's what you were telling me to say. I was like, what do you want me to say?
Never admit that again. I genuinely mean
I don't
that.
seriously like it.
If you
Disney Girl was in it.
That's what I'm saying. I like it because
It
it's
was
like
the girl from,
it's like one of
Camp
those
Rock.
movies.
too cool.
Yeah, it's her. Disney Girl.
Yeah, it's one
She
of those.
can't act.
No,
anything in her
it's
life.
one of those movies that's like so bad that I love it.
No. Anywho, we're moving on because
think I've
I
watched
literally
it,
don't.
though,
That
in a
movie does not
while.
deserve a platform.
Okay, we're
We're going
moving
to
on
Outer Banks.
season 3.
Oh my God. Okay.
I have not seen it. Just
I'll give
I
you all the
haven't
rundown
either.
right now. All right. No spoilers. No spoilers. But there is so much not only behind the scenes, but also like the plot. Like the plot's not spoiling, but like it's a preparation. So pretty much Outer Banks season 3 came out and there had already been like a conversation. Okay, Emma, please, no.
Don't ignore me. Ignore me. You don't see me.
No, please. There was a conversation about how the shows sorry, Emma got me messed up. Okay.
No, we're okay.
Okay. 2020, the show came out. The show is only popular because of the fact that everybody was isolated. This season solidified the fact that this show only has an audience because of the fact that it was during quarantine. Because watching this season, you kind of just realize, you're like, you know what? I don't really care that they're looking for the treasure. I just want to see them like complaining about like the rich kids and then like getting in fights.
They've been looking for this treasure since the first episode.
3
Like, it's
seasons.
I'm over it.
And I can't say the ending, but when you
No, yeah.
will chat, because then you'll want to slam your head against the wall, to be completely honest. But I think it is just so interesting because the problem is that they're just all over the place. I mean, the treasure is not in the Outer Banks. We've all known that. It's literally everywhere but Outer Banks. So how are you going to make a show about like a particular like place and then never be in it?
Yeah, that's a good point.
They're never-
Like, they like live there, but they're.
I know
never
you want to
there.
watch this and I'm like dragging on it, but like I swear, okay, here's the thing though.
No, okay,
I genuinely don't know if you would enjoy it because the only reason that everybody watched it is because of 2020. There's never
think you
been,
would enjoy it.
there is
Okay.
never a new fan ever.
You literally you said the opposite thing the other day though. You said because I was a business major, I would enjoy it.
I think you would enjoy it just for the characters alone. Like,
Okay.
But the problem
characters
is
are.
that the characters, their development is like diminished throughout the time because they only care about the treasure. That's the main problem.
I enjoy watching bad TV and bad movies. Like I don't want to
No. Those words never came out of my mouth. It's not a bad show. I'm not saying that. I think the actors are the reason why that show is still popular.
Yeah.
Like
They're all hot.
even I will also say that there is like the drama with Chase and Maddie, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to talk about it. It's so over talked. Neither of them, they're both in different relationships.
Who's she dating?
She's dating this like really hot dude. That's all I know.
Okay.
He's like a mysterious.
What does he look like? What's his?
I don't know. Like he just looks like a guy. Like they all look the
Do you
same.
know his name?
All guys look the same. No.
That's so factual.
Just look up Madeline Klein. But I think the main thing to note is the fact that Madeline Klein, I'm saying it, I've seen it all over TikTok, and I so agree. She is the next it girl in Hollywood.
Oh yeah. I
She
agree.
is.
He is not hot.
Let me see him.
He's pretty mid.
Let me see him. I know whether a man is attractive or not. Let me get a good look
Actually,
at
now
him.
that I'm looking up close, I feel like if he just got a better haircut and like maybe trimmed his beard a little bit, he'd be kind of cute.
He's not the
He
main
is not
character.
cute.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I feel like he could be, but
I don't care about him. I care about Madeline Klein. And
Exactly.
she is the next it girl of Hollywood. Her, like, okay, I saw this video and it was like she had just finished Glass Onion. And then
Fantastic movie.
she phenomenal. I can talk about the movie literally until I am in the grave and they're like still putting dirt on me and I'm like, oh, no, Madeline Klein. Like,
Okay. She's so iconic in that movie.
Kate Hudson. Okay, sorry. Anyway, she had a great period where it was like one big project and then she had 2 months. And boy, did she fill it. She had everybody ready for Outer Banks. She knew what she was doing. And no other, I'm saying this, no other person from Outer Banks will be as popular as she is.
Yeah, that's true.
Never.
I think it's also because she's so like strikingly gorgeous.
Yeah, but not even that. She just has a good personality.
Yeah,
She
no,
is so
yeah.
down to earth. Like, she's goofy. She'll kind of show her little side, which reminds me of what Emma Chamberlain does. And that's why people
Yeah.
like her so much, is that she's personable.
And she's really good at doing that on social media.
Yes.
So she's created this like really positive image for herself.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
like, her genuineness.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a celebrity or an influencer.
Yeah.
It just feels like a
real
funny,
person.
like someone that you follow. It doesn't feel serious.
And she also does not hide her emotions. And it's so obvious in the cast interviews. I watched every single one. I'm not going to lie. Never looks in his direction. He always looks at her. And it's just like, she's over it. She wants to move on. He clearly can do whatever he wants. I know he's dating your chick.
Kelsey Ballerini.
Whatever. We all know that neither of these
don't even know if I'm
relationships
saying her
are
last name right.
lasting.
Yeah, that's how you say it. Ballerina.
But I just think the show as it is, it just really missed the mark on the fact that everybody likes the show because of the cast chemistry.
Yeah.
And they just
Good
kept
point.
separating them. They're doing one adventure. They're over here. Big John. Big John destroyed the entire show.
They've been doing that since the beginning, and that's what I did not like about season 2 is
Yes!
how they were separate.
Yes.
Like literally for almost the entire season, and that's not enjoyable because you want to see all of the like people who claim they're like family,
Yes.
like as friends, like together the entire time.
Yeah.
And they just do not do that, and it gets even worse. Because I remember watching the second season, I was just like, what do I really not like? Like, I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, but I don't watch the seasons because they genuinely give me anxiety. Like, the stuff that they're doing, like,
Maybe I shouldn't watch it.
Oh,
All
it
the
is.
stuff they do is like actually scary.
I literally will never watch
I
season
do
2
know.
again
I
because
do
I
know
have so
the
much
major
anxiety.
spoiler that has to do with. I do
Yeah.
know about that. So
That's literally like nothing compared to what they actually do in
Oh,
here. I
dang.
swear they are like everywhere. They're climbing up mountains. They're like in the sea. They're like, whoa.
oh my god, that's so fun though. I did hear though that Outer Banks has kind of saved the actual Outer Banks. Like because there's so
that
many
makes
tourists, they
sense,
go. It's so much. The locals are saying like it's so much cheaper to live here now. Because they bring in enough money that not everything has to be like $20 for like a banana.
See, that's interesting though, because they film in Charleston because the Outer Banks is questionable.
I
Like
know,
they
but
have questionable morals.
You would be like the queen of the kooks, wouldn't she?
You would.
She would be the
What?
queen of the kooks.
They're like the queen of the rich people.
Oh my god! No, but not even that. But just because, like, just your personality, like, you're bougie. I feel like, and like,
Emma, you are not a pogue. Like, let's get this
not
straight.
pogue. I would not be a pogue either.
I would
but
not be a
try to
pogue
fit in with
either.
them. I'd like see them walk across the street.
I'd be
and like,
Kiara. I'd be like, hey guys,
oh my
what's
gosh,
up?
Kiara's
I'm not
like
that
my favorite
bougie.
character. I love her.
She ate this season.
Good.
She was really good.
Hey,
and that's
I'm
the
falling
thing.
on a budget, yo. I don't know why.
Emma, it's okay. You sometimes you don't want to admit it.
No, it's not.
okay.
It's just like it's just your personality.
I do
You
have
a
expensive
bougie
taste.
Personality.
I do have
Exactly.
expensive
Yeah.
taste, but I also work. So I
No one-
I
no
have
one
the
should
money
work.
to.
It's me.
You better work.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But the acting was good. No. I'm saying
She goes. It's okay.
No. I thoroughly enjoyed the season, but I genuinely only think I continue to watch the season because of 2020. I have never heard of a new person wanting to watch the show if they haven't seen it in 2020. Because the thing is, the amount of people that I'm like would not expect them to watch it, they're like, oh yeah, I watch it. And I'm like, why? And they're like, oh, I watched it in 2020.
Is it kind of like Survivor?
No. Oh my God, no.
Oh, darn it. I love
genuinely,
Survivor.
Though, like thinking back at the first season, I genuinely enjoyed the first season.
I loved it.
Should I
But
just
then,
watch
like,
the first
thinking
season?
About like it honestly could have like not that you wanted to end there, but like we probably all would have been like satisfied if it ended in the first season.
Yeah.
And the problem is that they did get renewed for a season 4.
Yeah, before
And
season 3.
I'm
even
not
came
gonna
out.
lie, I was really excited, but then the ending, I thought it was a good ending at first, and then when I like really sat with the thought, and I was like, oh my God, again, I was like, no.
Well, season 4 will probably be like
It better be the last.
season because I
don't think that it is because they're
feel
talking
like-
about going to like 17 seasons. They're on
17.
They're on some like Grey's Anatomy
Okay,
shenanigans.
all shows, the amount of Netflix shows that are like, yeah, we're gonna do blah blah blah, and then they
I was
die.
Stranger Things only goes to 5 seasons, and Outer Banks should go.
But
to
I'm
5
telling you,
seasons.
because this is different though.
Well, Stranger Things brings in so much more money.
But the amount of people that watch Outer Banks for the nostalgia, and I think also it's the fact that like just the cast as a whole, everybody loves the Outer Banks cast. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
That's literally what
they
the only
could
reason
they
that-
could like suck them into a contract forever. They could, but people, I think the more so is the fact that people are saying that's going to be like Riverdale, and it can never be because Robert, I forgot the name of the guy, Robert, he destroyed Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, he destroyed Riverdale.
Yeah.
As long as he is nowhere, and I mean nowhere near this production, we'll be in the clear.
How many seasons of Riverdale did you watch?
We're at 7 or 8. Literally, think
I
about.
I
tried to
watched
get.
the first season.
Oh my god! I tried to get
I
through season
stopped, like,
5 and I
half-
couldn't.
I stopped halfway through the second. Literally, think about the
Same,
first season.
actually.
Think about the first season
So
where that it
good.
was good. That
Like,
was genuinely good.
I will ride on the hill to the day I die that Riverdale could have been a phenomenal show.
I know. Now it's like
Outer
they're
Banks
they're in the
turns into a musical,
50s.
like
They did a time jump and then they undid it, but now they're in the 50s and like
did it?
I don't even
There's
know
magic.
anymore.
Yeah, I was about to say, didn't what's her name save Riverdale by doing some Scarlet Witch?
yeah,
magic?
like Madeline, what's her
Oh my god,
Madeline.
Cheryl.
Cheryl. They like did it, and then they broke up the one couple that people were actually rooting for, which was Cheryl and Vanessa. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I wasn't watching it, but I was still like, I was watching TikToks about it, and I was like, oh my god.
I just think that Outer Banks, I think they're aware though. I find it very hard to
100%.
believe that anybody who's on the production is not aware that this show is only popular because in reality, when you watch the first season, you kind of realize that it kind of gives the vibe kind of like the society or whatever where it could have really just been one season. No, we're not getting to it. No. But
That
it
is
just
one of my
had
all-time favorite shows.
it just has that vibe where it's like it really could have just like been like a subpar and then they canceled it, but they should be literally like Corona like blessed every day.
Okay, I do have a question though. If you're comparing it to the society, did it end on like a cliffhanger? Because
Yes.
this is okay.
Every single
I forget what it was. Though.
I don't know the
Okay.
probably.
Oh, I know what it was.
Because with the
Wait,
society,
yeah.
if they hadn't ended on a cliffhanger,
I was like, wait.
if they hadn't ended on like a huge cliffhanger, like there still could have been questions, but they kind of like confirmed
nah.
something.
Well,
it could have just
yeah.
been one season.
Season
thing-
they're all cliffhangers.
But the thing about leaving it as a cliffhanger on the first season, thinking about where John B, the main character, ended up, that would have been like concerning to just leave it like that.
what is up with this man's name? Because
we are not getting into it. That's like a 5-hour conversation.
it's like people yelling like John B, like or whatever, and then someone saying like JJ or like J. I keep saying like where it's like I saw like a thing on Instagram about the difference between like JJ, like the letter J, and then J Y J.
When you
No, it's just
okay,
two
when you watch season
letters.
3, Kiara says it in like an interesting way, but that's
Yeah.
also because of Point Blank, which you know. Them.
It was just saying like, why are they saying it like this?
Cause they're goofy.
I have a good question. Are
Yes.
would you rather date John B or JJ?
JJ.
Same. I've always
Which
been a
one's
JJ.
John.
You would be John B.
The amount of like looking off in the distance stares that John B has this season, I was like, bro, get a break. I remember it was like
What color is his hair?
brown.
John B
Is
is
brown.
Is the other one blonde?
Yeah,
Yes.
the other one is blonde.
I'm just saying, I don't think you're correct in that assumption then, because I usually like all like the blonde like pretty boys.
You would be John B though. I'm telling you,
Well,
would.
if you watch like personality wise, I
Yes,
feel like.
Actually, I'm looking at him now. I see it.
yeah. But
Also love Pope. Let's talk about my king.
Oh.
Love him.
he
Oh no, I take it back. I just saw what JJ looks like.
Pope,
Look up Pope. Pope's
Pope,
cute, too.
Rave,
How do you spell-
and JJ are my
What is
holy
it?
trinity.
Oh my God, Rave.
it?
How do you
But-
like it?
Rave,
Like Pope.
Drew. Oh,
Oh my God. He's like,
him and Jonathan Davis are like my duo.
no, literally.
I need to
like,
chat
no.
with them.
Oh my god, he's really cute actually.
I
Andrew Starkey.
love
Starkey up there.
Pope.
People are so
Drew
attractive.
Starkey.
And-
oh,
okay.
Drew Starkey's the most attractive, in my opinion.
Okay, and Rafe changing up his hair throughout the seasons. Like that season hairdo was that was awful.
Oh my god, it was awful.
Okay, just a reminder, you're listening to 89.1 Wider FM, online at widrfm.org. Should we take a break or should we just keep going?
Oh yeah, we gotta take a break.
Yeah.
We can keep talking about Outer Banks for like 2 more minutes.
No.
We'll see.
Womp, womp, womp,
Go watch the season.
Okay.
Bye.
Selena Gomez.
We are back and ready to get into Selena Gomez.
Yes.
Listen, I know the entire timeline because
Speak your truth.
I was literally present when everything happened.
Speak your truth.
So basically, it all started when Selena Gomez became the most followed woman.
Yes.
Or just person.
No,
probably woman.
Well, she originally was, and then she got.
She
dethroned a
originally
while
was
ago.
when she was like when she was active, and then obviously like during her like mental situations in like 2018 or something like that. Other people started like getting more followers than her.
Like if you're more active, you're gonna get more followers.
But now that she's active again, she
Always go-
surpassed Kylie Jenner with Instagram followers, and she has, I think, she had
380 last
she
time
had
I
380,
checked.
But I don't know if
honestly,
she has more or not.
she posted an hour ago. She probably has more now.
Since everything happened, she's gained. She has 386. She's gained 4 million followers since everything that's happened.
Wow.
And Kylie Jenner, we'll get into it, but Kylie Jenner and Hailey Bieber have lost like 200,000.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna. I know that I'm not following Kylie, but I'm curious if I'm following Hailey. Keep going.
Okay. Anyways, so then this created kind of a divide between Selena and Kylie, and I know Selena was posting some TikToks, and she made one about like her eyebrows, and then Kylie Jenner posted on her story a picture of her and Hailey Bieber's eyebrows, and everyone's like, oh, so she's being petty, which I can't tell if it was that or not.
You have to be aware, though.
Oh, yeah.
If everyone knows that like you have beef, you have to be aware.
But then Kylie Jenner came out and said, like, everybody's making something out of nothing. I didn't do that. And Selena was like, yeah, I love Kylie. Like, there's nothing there. But then there was a resurfaced TikTok going around of Hailey Bieber making like a disgusted face when
With
Taylor Swift was like mentioned, which it was a skit for something. So it wasn't like actually
Because it was
real.
like in the everyone hates Taylor era. It was before Reputation.
Yeah, but still, it was like a skit for something.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. But Selena obviously didn't know that, so she commented something about like, sorry, but my best friend is an icon, and like no one will ever be her, or something like that. That's not verbatim.
Which is factual.
But then that created a
Oh.
lot of drama between Selena and Hailey again, and then fans were comparing the two of them and how they'd both been stalking each other for like years.
Yeah.
And like some tweets have been resurfaced of Hailey Bieber being like, I'm Team Jelena, like I love Justin and Selena together before they started dating. And then like Hailey Bieber driving past Selena's house to make sure she was still in rehab, so she couldn't crash like her and Justin's wedding and stuff like that. So things are coming out about that, and it's just created this whole
I saw
thing
that
between them.
I
It's
saw that
wild.
picture of her holding like the Jelena magazine. And I saw it and I was like, that's Hailey Bieber? She looked totally different.
Yeah.
I think that there's I don't believe in coincidences, so I don't want to like put stuff out there, but there's just too many quote unquote coincidences where Selena does something
Then Hailey does.
and then a month later somehow Hailey picked it up and it looks the exact same. A great example is the cooking show.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, this is my kitchen. It's my real kitchen, not a set.
I know Hailey got a tattoo of something like on her ring finger of what used to look like Selena's promise ring that Justin gave her.
I think that girl's just majorly insecure about it.
I think the thing is, like, both of them have been like messy with each other for years.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like I don't want to just blame Hailey, which I personally like. I don't know anything about Hailey. I'm not like I'm not a fan of her just because I don't know what she does in life.
That's
I
actually
don't.
a big point, is that everyone is pointing out, like, literally no one knew who Hailey was besides being Shawn Mendes' girlfriend
And Alec
before.
Baldwin's daughter. She's
Nope,
a Nepo
that's her
baby.
niece. That's his niece.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
she's
Still
not
a Nepo
even,
baby regardless.
Yeah,
She's
she's
still a
like
Nepo
literally
baby.
the only reason that people knew who she was is because she went to the Met with Shawn Mendes, and
Yeah.
even then, people didn't know her as Haley Baldwin. They knew her as Shawn
And
Mendes'
then-
girlfriend.
Yeah, and then they broke up, and then like a couple months later, she got engaged to Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I listen to Shawn Mendes' album all the time, and I'm like, oh my god, this is literally about Haley. Like I think about that all the time.
Wait, which one?
Shawn Mendes.
Oh,
That
that's
album.
Is that
Such a-
the one that has like stitches?
No.
That's such a good
I'm not
album.
even I don't
That's
really
when
listen to
Haley had
Shawn,
her pink hair, and I was like, oh my god.
That she needs to go back to that. That hair was
I know.
cute on her.
But yeah, so I just feel like the whole situation is so weird, and like people are saying like if Selena had ever texted Justin like once, he would come like crawling after her.
And
Yeah.
and you know that's true.
yeah, it's just like it's this whole thing, and people are really mad at Selena for still like being caught up in all this. But like
She doesn't choose
If
it.
you're so heartbroken over something, like that's gonna affect everything. Like that
Yeah.
was like she literally thought she was gonna marry him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Also, this all only happened because she like started to like get more in the limelight. She never has talked about Justin.
No, she
didn't talk about him in her My Mind and Me documentary for like maybe 2 seconds because she knew people would ask about it.
Yeah.
And even when she did mention him, it was like, why can't people just like see me
Exactly.
as a
I
different
know.
person than like being connected to him? Like, why can't I be an individual?
Yeah.
It is just ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, and it like brings up a good point where it's like, why can like, because I know Kylie was like in all this drama. Why can the Jenners and Kardashians all defend each other when they are like
Yes.
in drama, but when like a nice girl like Selena defends her friend, everybody's like, oh, she's just attention seeking. Like, why can't she
Also,
defend people?
it's Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
I think the fact that an entire generation of people is taking her side because she is so well known and so loved, she doesn't exactly need to be riding anyone's coattails. She's the most followed woman on Instagram. She's one of the most iconic characters from our childhood. While Taylor Swift is probably more like famous and well known, like overall, Selena doesn't exactly need to be riding anyone's coattails.
No.
So like she doesn't need Taylor. So
Yeah.
it's just a genuine friendship.
And there's like a lot of people are bringing up a lot of problematic tweets that Haley has made before in the past. Like people say that she's really racist, and
Yeah.
so I'm just like, like pick the side you want, but if you want to pick the right side,
Yeah.
maybe
The
yeah.
tweets were they when she was like really young though?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because I feel like
They were-
all of these like Nepo babies, they had like
They were, like,
such
in the-
problematic tweets when they were like 15.
2015 when she was probably like, I don't know how old she
She's
was.
probably under 18.
Yeah, but still.
No, I know. I'm just saying that like if you were like the difference between like a 13-year-old saying that and like a 22-year-old, it's
Oh.
like a 22-year-old girl, your career is done.
I'm just saying that if you're a Taylor Swift fan, you're Team Selena. Just saying.
Oh yeah, like a lot of people are like,
Like I hate
Any-
to be teams, but
I genuinely don't think I've seen anyone be team Haley and Kylie.
I have only because like one of my friends on Twitter is like a Hailey Bieber like stan, and I'm like, oh my god, like she's like,
doesn't do anything.
yeah, I don't know, like I love my friend, like I'm not gonna lie, and we both talked about it. We were like, they're both messy with each other, like
Yeah.
they should just settle it. We were making jokes like they should just like go into the ring and fight each other.
Oh, I'd
And,
love to
like-
see
I
that.
know. I actually have a good point to make once you're done. So
Oh, I was just gonna say that like I personally I'm not gonna like tweet bad about, like I know a lot of people are tweeting bad about either one of them. I'm not gonna be that person. Like honestly,
Yeah.
it does not affect me in any ways. I'm just gonna be like humble and like listen to Selena Gomez's music and like watch her I'm just gonna support her. Like Haley doesn't matter in my life.
yes,
Real.
So one thing that I saw like I don't know who this is, so I'm sorry that I can't give credit, but I saw a TikTok that was pretty much saying like okay, so you see like all of these like internet things like Pop Buzz, that kind of stuff.
Base.
Yeah,
That's my
like
favorite.
those, like all like the like Instagrammy, like pretty much like the modern tabloids where it's just like Instagram pages. The reason that they all talk about Hailey Bieber like a lot more than you would think is like necessary is because it's set up like through PR, like her PR team. Because when you think of Hailey Bieber, you're like, okay, she's not an actress, she's not a singer, she's not like, and like when you think of her, you just think of her as being like a person. You don't think of her as doing something. So they're trying to make her like the style it girl, which is why like the Hailey Bieber nails were like shoved down our throats.
yep,
like
I remember
every
that.
time something happens, they're trying to be like, oh my god, Hailey's clothes, Hailey's influential.
So like her PR team is trying to make her seem like the style it girl.
Yeah.
So that she actually can be known as for something.
I feel like she's just famous for being surrounded by famous people.
Exactly, yeah.
Which, like, I mean, a lot of people are like that this day
Yeah.
and age. A lot of people are just like influencers. She does have a beauty brand, but it's not rare beauty.
That she started after Selena Gomez had hers, just saying.
Yeah.
I know. I know I keep bringing up TikTok. I am the TikTok girly, sadly. But I saw like 10 TikToks being like, if I lost my product from Hailey Bieber, I wouldn't even look for it. But if I've lost something from Rare Beauty, I literally would tear my house apart looking for it.
It's probably more expensive too than.
Oh yeah.
I mean, as it should be. 'Cause
They're
it's,
just
like,
no. They're saying like
really good quality.
they're saying like comparing like Rare Beauty is like an actual beauty brand. It's not just
Both start
it's
with
not just a cash
Rs.
grab.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, conspiracy.
Rare Beauty.
It's like the conspiracy. They're like, bum, 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 bum,
Hailey Bieber had to. Sorry, I know you're gonna say something, but Hailey Bieber had to like buy the name for her brand because it was already somebody else's brand name, and she had to buy it.
And it's such like I don't even.
That brought up a memory. Oh my god.
I don't know what the brand name even is, but it's
I think it's like her
it's like
middle name
3
or
words.
something.
It's
just
her middle
Rhode.
name.
It's just Rude or Road or something. RHODE.
Yeah, I didn't know she had a brand until
Yeah.
this happened. I'm not even gonna lie.
It is her middle name, and I know that because Justin wrote a song, something about like middle name, and people were like, "Oh, so nice, Hailey," and it was like it actually.
Did you
makes
get your
more
middle
sense
name
for
from your
Selena.
grandma?
Yeah, and actually, it makes more sense than it would be
10,000
for
Hours
Selena.
with Dan and Shay. It's actually a really good song.
That song made me want to slam my head against the wall because it was so overplayed. I'm glad we both have different experiences.
Literally never heard it in my life.
I don't listen
It's
to the
so
radio.
boring.
Though.
Don't worry.
I don't listen to the radio, so.
I spent 10,000. It's country.
It's-
Oh, I do know that song.
Well, it's because it's Dan and Shay. That's why I like
Justin
it.
Bieber was on that song.
Yeah.
Yes.
Spent
What?
10,000 hours.
I thought that was just Dan and Shay.
more.
Oh.
No, I don't know if it was originally. I don't know if it like originally came out with a feature, but I do know that like when it got big, it had
That
Justin
was
on
so
it.
crazy when everyone was in like their Dan and Shay phase. I was like, what is
That
going
lasted
on?
for like a year.
Yeah, I was like, what is going on?
No, I don't listen to any of their new music, but I do listen to like the classics, like
Oh, yeah.
Speechless and.
I listen to Nux. I hate country. Alright. That's just me speaking my truth. Everyone has their preference. I just cannot listen to it.
You're listening to 89.1 Wider FM, online at widrfm.org.
Actually, this is really funny. The Weeknd and then Selena. It's like everything's just always connected.
Okay, wait. Can I also talk about one thing? This is going to go right into the weekend.
Yes.
Okay, so Selena Gomez made like a post about Bella Hadid being her girl crush. And like
Everyone was like,
but like honestly valid, but also it's just funny that like they're
It's
both
so
the Weeknd's
funny.
exes.
I know.
Also, if you haven't listened to Fetish by Selena Gomez, it's definitely about the Weeknd because he made a whole EP about her, My Dear Melancholia.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like if you listen to that, it's literally all about Selena Gomez. So it's like cool to like compare the two. Anyways. Now going into the Weeknd and Ariana Grande.
This remix was
segue.
phenomenal. I think the most thing that is talked about the most is Ariana Grande's voice, which we
her
talked about at the beginning of this.
pronunciation,
You can hear her,
You can understand what she's saying.
but the funny thing is,
We're back to the honeymoon avenue era.
no, I don't want that era. I want to go back to Sweetener.
Same.
You
Oh
couldn't
my
understand her in Sweetener.
No, that Sweetener is like her voice.
Oh yeah,
Like
I thought you meant like,
Sweetener is her.
yeah.
That
no.
is a I almost said Selena Gomez album. Lord, we talk about 22 people. Ariana Grande album. Same thing with Thank You Next and same thing with Positions. So I think it'll be interesting if Ariana Grande ever does try to come back to music since she has like that like yeah. And now she's like yes. Like
said it so many times. It's like Ariana's evolving because she went from saying yeah to yes. She
That's
she
hilarious.
learned.
So this is their fourth collab together. They did Love Me Harder on Danger. Wait, what was that on? Dangerous Woman?
No, I don't think so. Actually, yeah, it was. It was.
Okay. And then
like, that's my-
Off the Table on Positions, and then Save Your Tears remix, and then they just obviously dropped the Die For You
Yo,
remix.
we were so wrong. It is not. It is
It's on My Everything.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So honestly, I was like expecting them to do a song off of his most recent album because Die For You is off of Starboy, which is like in 2016 or 2017. So I was expecting something from Dawn FM because there's like good songs on that.
Out of Time's a banger. I jam out to that religiously, actually.
Yeah. So I was like a little confused why they were doing something from so long ago, but like it sounds great. Like,
It
her
proves
voice
their
sounds so
power.
good. Yeah, exactly.
It proves that they can bring back a song. But I think also I really just cannot get off of this earth and like go into a hole or whatever until they've made like a collaborative album together.
Yeah, and they could like have like a new like
Oh my god, they could be like Silk Sonic.
They could be like Boy Genius too, where like
It'd be so good. It'd be literally phenomenal. And they literally do it already. Like, it's so many jokes. Like, oh, like they're like work husband and wife. And it's so true.
That's so
I
accurate.
mean, this is their 4th collab.
that's
and
insane.
Nobody, but the thing is though, is that nobody ever doesn't want it. They always want it.
they've never had a bad collab.
and it's
Never.
the fact that like Ariana's doing something that she's been wanting to do for so long, and she took time like out of her 14-hour workday to actually like do this remix. Like says a lot about their relationship.
Oh yeah, it's like the fact that like her dream role, like she's been talking about doing like, because she started off on Broadway. She was talking about how bad she wanted to be Glenda or however you pronounce it. I never know.
So excited for that movie. I never even like jammed out to Wicked, but like I'm so
my god,
excited.
I went and
Olivia!
saw it once.
I saw it live. Oh, my life changed.
I was just singing Defying Gravity in my bedroom though.
Was it the Glee version?
No.
Oh.
Of course not. It was the
Well, no. Yeah, I was like, I feel like
Dream.
that is. I feel like for like kids who like people like growing up who were like into like Broadway and theater and stuff,
yeah.
Wicked is like the staple. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's like the first album that you always listen to when you try and get into musical theater.
That's a very good point. Yeah. So a lot of going back to obviously like Ariana. A lot of fans, especially when I was scrolling on Twitter, a lot of Ariana fans were excited about this because obviously she hasn't released music since Positions, which was like 2020, I'm pretty sure. And like
It doesn't feel like that long ago.
I know, but I don't know.
It feels like years,
I
months.
feel like
Can't relate.
it doesn't
Ages.
feel that long, personally.
I don't know.
but-
I didn't really listen to it as much as the others, just because there was so much.
Side eye. No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm just saying that I was. Whatever.
No, but
They
and
should have used the
fact
TikTok for that.
And the fact that it's like all of her time is going towards this movie right now. So people were really surprised when they saw it.
I know she
Or
probably
saw
came.
that.
It came out of nowhere, literally.
Yeah, literally, it
Just,
came
it's
out
just
of
her, just being like her in her sweetener era with her blonde hair, just being like, ah.
Yeah, she was doing like her
About to
own
drop.
like producing and everything.
Oh,
She
she's
can
been
do-
doing that since like Dangerous Woman, though.
Yeah, but she can. It just goes
She's
to
gotten a
show
lot better.
you that she can do literally whatever.
No.
And The
Yeah.
Weeknd has praised her on it.
On
before.
and
He's
on
like,
again.
You should see her in
Literally.
the studio. Like I've never seen anyone like her.
He's definitely still in love with her.
Ariana Grande?
Yes.
Did they date?
They've never dated, but
I was like,
they,
did I miss something?
they like, there's
There's something there. There's some tension.
there have been some speculations that he has sung about how he's upset that Ariana Grande has a husband.
You're married.
Yeah.
No, I think that's about someone not like famous.
Yeah.
I think that Dawn FM was about someone that like was in the
Or maybe just someone that we don't know that he was connected to.
yeah.
Yeah. Also, I would like to
think it's
point out that
goofy.
she definitely had to come home at like 2, 3 in the morning to like do this.
Yeah.
And probably had to be up at like 6, 7 a.m.
I also want to say that the do.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
My
so confused as to what you were talking about.
God.
For a second, I was like, the do?
If you have not listened to the Die For You remix, I just like need you to listen to it just for the fact of hearing Ariana Grande sing just the word do. Cause her like, oh my,
I wish we could play it.
that's like how I would like to
can't.
ascend. Just be like, ooh. That was so Ariana Grande. I mean,
That was kind of like how it sounded. So that gives
That
you
was
an idea.
exactly note for note.
That was an
I
idea
just,
of it.
I just like, it's just, oh, it's so beautiful.
I know. I think they're gonna do so many more collabs in the future too.
Oh, it's just like one after another after another.
It could be like how you know how Lana collabed with A$AP Rocky like twice within an album?
Yeah.
I think it could be like that for like one of their future albums.
Oh.
They collab, like twice in a row.
I can see
on
that.
different
fully
songs.
agree.
I think they'll probably do like a big collab thing, like maybe like when they're older. I can see them doing like an entire album, like just randomly out of nowhere, where people are like, "Oh my gosh, Ariana Grande after 20 years is like."
That would change my life. That really would. Like, that's kind of what Elton John's trying to do right now, where he like does remixes with, like famous like celebrities right now.
Oh yeah, like Dua Lipa.
Like-
Dua Peep. I have to say it.
Dua Lipa scratches my brain in a not very good way. She can. I can really. I just like can't comprehend her as a person. Not like
Olivia, your music taste, you seem exactly like the kind of person who would like Dua Lipa.
So true. Because she gives like
That is-
high like pop. She gives
I know. It's
That's
like,
so funny. That's how you perceive my music taste. That's
well,
actually
no, it's just
funny.
like she's very pop, and you like pop.
people like talk about how she's like bringing back like old school pop.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. I get it. I saw a Future Nostalgia vinyl the other day at Barnes & Noble, and I was like,
How much was it?
Probably like $30 to $40.
Yeah.
Vinyls are expensive.
No, I saw a vinyl the other day that I literally saw it, and I think it was Revolver by the Beatles, and I was like, oh, I have to have it, and then it was $50.
It's the Beatles. What did you expect?
Well, their stuff usually isn't that expensive. It's usually like 30 or 40. It's never like 50.
Yeah, valid. Anyways.
Well, if you're getting it at Barnes & Noble, girly.
No, it was at Target. Remember?
Target's even worse.
I cried. I literally almost cried.
The only time that you're going to get cheap vinyls is if you go to an actual vinyl store.
That's true.
Are there
We should
petition
go.
vinyls?
Yeah,
We should go. There's a
I've
place
literally
here.
never seen one. I've only ever seen Sweetener and Thank You Next.
there is.
Wait, I haven't seen Sweetener. I've only seen Thank You Next.
I know.
Like
Although I just
have
wouldn't
it.
get it on a vinyl, just personally.
It sounds awful. I have it. It sounds awful.
Okay, well, so you got the...
Positions?
okay, she got the clear Thank You Next. No wonder why it's going to sound awful.
I got it on Amazon, okay?
No wonder. That's why I try everything in my
Why?
power to get vinyls on like black. I don't care if it's quote unquote basic. That's how it sounds the best. That's why
Let's hope my indie version of Lana's new album sounds good.
I need to get the black version because I feel like I think the red one is what's going to be in Target. I'm like,
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be a dark pink one in Target. Yeah, I got the indie
I love
green.
the colored ones, though. Like the Casey Musgraves star-crossed one that you got me. It's literally the prettiest vinyl I own.
Yeah, I only got the indie version because I loved the album cover of her on it.
Yeah.
I was like, I want that one.
no, that's so real. That's why I got the chemtrails one with her like in the wolf in the video compared to
I
the
got
actual one.
The one picture that you really love of her.
Oh,
I got that one.
that's what I wanted my chemtrails to look like, but I was
literally
like,
got it when I was with Emma at Target, and I was like, oh my god, they have chemtrails, and I just bought it.
I was like, we
I
have to
don't
pick and
remember
choose
that.
our battles.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't. It's okay. It wasn't like a very like memorable moment at Target. Like it was just me getting a vinyl.
Anywho, good Lord. Okay, going back to the weekend. What I think is interesting and I wanted to know is the fact that he only really does remixes with her. He's never had a song where it's just like they actually collab.
I know.
It's a very wait
Cause
on like any of his albums.
no,
No.
for her.
well on
her
her,
album.
but for the
Yeah.
weekend he uses her for
Does
remixes.
he even do like collabs?
They probably have. It just didn't get
Hey,
released.
Stargirl interlude.
No, I mean, well, yeah, but that's like all Lana. Oh wait, no, he sings in that too. Okay, yeah. I'm
I
like,
just wanna see.
people are already being like, enough time has passed, and saying like, in a Stargirl interlude is better than Die For You remix, and I'm like,
No, you can try to compare anything you want to Stargirl interlude, and it will always lose because Stargirl interlude is
I'm gonna see
phenomenal.
if he collabed with Tyler, the Creator, and Donna Femme, and Lil
Yeah.
Wayne.
That's just what's more interesting.
Who do
with
you-
the sense that he picked a song from Starboy.
I know, because
Yeah.
that's like he's had an EP and then 2 albums since then, and he picked a song from Starboy from 2016.
I don't even know anymore.
Who do you? Okay, I know that I always like do kind of off-topic questions, but so take the two of them. What third person would you think would be a good collab with the two of them?
With Ariana Grande and Weeknd?
Yes.
Nobody.
I immediately assumed you were gonna say Lana.
But I don't think Lana and Ariana are
No.
Ever gonna do that again. That's never happening again.
I was just wondering because I was thinking about it and I was like, I genuinely can't think of a person. So I was wondering if you guys had any.
No, I think they're literally just the two of them as collaborators are perfect. Which is like, so I'm like, come on, Weeknd, like if you're gonna have a song, like give Ariana Grande a part from the beginning. Like what's with the remixes?
Yeah. I feel like I want to see them do like a really fun, like just fun silly song where it's not like, I don't know how to explain it,
But
but like
their vibe. That ain't their vibe.
Well, that's kind of Ariana's
it's
vibe.
like, I was gonna say it's Ariana's vibe, because I saw The Weeknd, like I didn't hear him speak until yesterday. I've never heard him like his just regular speaking voice, and the way that he was talking, I was like, this dude's kind of goofy. So I feel like it would be fun if he had like a fun song.
Yeah. But he's like an emo boy. Like he
Yeah,
like
I'm
it's
aware.
literally
Yeah.
his whole thing is he's like literally emo, heartbroken all the
Yeah.
time.
And going back to Ariana Grande, her pop, she hates it. That's not who she is as an artist. That's why when people literally pick at and destroy positions, it's so upsetting, because that's who Ariana Grande is.
Very
Well,
R&B
Positions is
influenced.
kind of, it's pop influenced.
It's very R&B.
It's
compared
more
to
R&B.
That's true.
Like I know that Ariana Grande is like the pop princess, whatever. I don't even think that I think she's more than that.
I don't think.
Because her like pop stuff, she was only doing that because she had to get out of the mold of Cat Valentine.
Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, at that point it was a lot of like piano ballads.
Well, yeah, that's who she was inspired by. But like now,
I know I missed the piano ballads from Ari. They were so
My
good.
life forever changed when I found out that Good Night and Go is a cover.
You didn't know that?
No.
I
I didn't know that until probably like a year ago.
I'm not gonna lie, I did sob when I found that out.
Yeah,
I
like
was-
Imogen Heap. Like apparently she's an icon and everybody samples her songs and like
Yeah.
covers them.
Like,
I had an
But, like,
Ariana
I was
Grande.
like, girl,
I had an Ariana Grande phase where I was like on like Ariana Grande Twitter, and it like
you were a stan.
I was
I know I was a stan as well.
like I think it was from like Dangerous Woman through Sweetener was when I was like in my like, that was not that I'm not anymore, but that was when I was like, oh my gosh, like she was my number one like female artist.
I literally remember every day, like the day that Sweetener came out. I remember the day Thank You Next came out, and I remember the day Positions came out, and I remember listening to all of them.
I literally almost got like ran off the road the day that it came out.
When I heard Better Off for the first time, I was like,
Oh my gosh.
When I think of just like an album that like truly like when
Get
I
Well
just like
Soon.
first listened to it, and I vividly remember like it was like I actually listened to it when it actually came out.
Uh-huh.
I think of Reputation, and I think of sorry, it's like die a little bit there, and Sweetener, and I think that Ocean Boulevard is gonna have the same effect. Because
ready.
obviously,
I'm not ready
I
for
think
that
that
day.
I know.
I like Lana is what's it called? NFR is probably my
I
favorite
remember.
album of all
I
time.
remember
that.
But I unfortunately was not listening to her at the time because I was so absorbed in Ariana Grande.
oh, see, I remember when that was my first album of Lana that I like actually like sat down and listened to when it came out.
Mine was Chemtrails.
So, okay, you're listening to 89.1 Wider FM online at widrfm.org.
My synopsis is kind of over.
Yeah.
Okay, well, make sure what did we talk about today? Make sure you watch Ariana DeBose's
I did love
performance
that.
at the BAFTA, Outer Banks. If you haven't seen any of it, especially season 3, follow Selena Gomez on Instagram.
Yep.
And listen to Die For You remix.
And listen to Kelsey Ballerini's
oh, true.
EP.
If you like country, listen to that.
Not even that. If you just like sad girl music, you'll like it.
Also, we're not going live next Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
It's spring break.
Yeah, some of us here, me, need a break from Kalamazoo.
Yeah.
So I gotta go. I'm sorry, y'all. We'll be back. Like it's literally a week.
We'll keep we'll post our question of the day still on
Yeah.
Wednesday.
We can
Maybe
just, like,
something.
And then if we could still like do the music. We'll just like take it ourselves.
We'll chat. We'll figure it out. But we'll still be active on all social media. You ain't gonna hear us chatting and rambling for an hour. And you know what? Maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe you need a break.
Okay, so make sure you follow us on our social medias, both Instagram and TikTok at The Pop Effect Pod with an E. Please go to our TikTok. Thank you.
And make sure to like be active with us on Instagram. Like
Yeah.
comment if you want.
Yeah,
and
Paige is very active on the Instagram stories.
listen. Yeah, like I'm
Yeah.
having a blast doing these Instagram stories. It's
I
fun.
know.
I share all of the responses.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And respond to comments
Yeah.
It's just fun. I love it.
Yeah, like on Instagram, a lot of the times when she posts something, she'll like ask a question and like the captions, so like make sure you're responding in the comments.
It's actually been even better because I don't know the question, so I'm like, wait, let's go. I love that I don't know the question. It adds some like spice to my life.
I have my idea for this.
Don't tell me. I want to be surprised.
I want to know it. You can tell me.
Even they do the questions.
I know. We'll like answer it. Like the Rihanna one, I was up there. I was like, oh girl, I did Wild Thoughts. That was mine because I thought there was gonna be a music breakdown, but I was wrong.
So yeah, we're having fun on our social media. So if you want to check them out, be sure to. And yes, like Olivia said, we're not going to be here next week, but we will the week after. So.
March 12th.
Yeah.
2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, that's it for today.
Bye, silly girls.
Bye,
See you in a few weeks.